Coffee with Markus Live. Today is day 30 of the stock market crash. Wow, already 30 days and it is April 3rd. It is Friday, the end of the week. And so today we have some really cool stuff for you. When I say we, what I'm talking about? I. Anyhow, okay. So looking at the markets today, which we will just in a minute, the stocks are lower ahead of the weekend here. Probably nobody wants to be long going into the weekend because, as you know, for the past few weeks, on Mondays, we opened a limit down, and I don't think that anybody wants to get caught here on the wrong side of a potential drop on Monday. So we'll see. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about crude oil. Crude oil is up another 13% today. I mean, yesterday, I believe it was up more than 24%. Today, another 13% because it seems that we will have some production cuts here coming from Russia and Saudi Arabia. So, is the oil war over? We'll talk about this. We'll talk about Tesla because yesterday and after our trading, Tesla jumped dramatically, and we'll see if today Tesla were able to hold on to the gains. I'll show you my account. I'll show you my positions, what I have in my account right now, because I have a few options that expire today, and I want to we can watch it actually going into the close and see if all of my positions are doing well. And then I want to show you how to set up TradingView for the PowerX strategy because many of you asked about TradingView, how do I set it up? So that's what we're going to do today. So it will be a fun-filled 45 minutes ahead of us. Let's get started. So let's take a look at the markets first, and here we go. Here we see the Dow Jones right now down 1.8%. And if you look at today of what happened here, so this morning we pretty much opened right where we closed yesterday. So the blue line here is where we opened this morning. But you see, pretty much right after the open, we were going down, down, down. And this is where we are right now. So we are off the lows of the session, but yeah, nobody wants to go into the weekend really being long because who knows what happens over the weekend, what other bad news we can have there today. Crude oil, let me just zoom out here a little bit. Let's go on a daily chart. So this here is crude oil, and as you can see, over the past 2 days, crude oil went up from 20 to 28. So that is what, like 40%, a 40% jump in the past 2 trading days here. So this is just amazing. And the reason is because it seems that the oil war might be temporarily over. I mean, we'll see what happens next week. But definitely, yeah, a good strong finish of the week here for crude oil. Now, I told you Tesla was in the news yesterday. Tesla jumped up dramatically. So this is what we see here. Let's zoom in a little bit. So on better than expected, or actually, what did Tesla do? I think they reported that they had another on par delivery of vehicles. Anyhow, so in after hour trading, Tesla was jumping up like crazy. You see, throughout the day today, if we go to an intraday chart, Tesla has been dropping throughout the day. So you can see right now coming off the lows, pretty similar here to the Dow Jones, still up 5% for the day. But not as good, not the follow-through that many traders were hoping for. All right, so would you like to see my positions? Would you like to see what I have in my account right now, what I've been trading? If so, type in the yes really quick. Or you know what, even better, give me a thumbs up. So give me a quick like, and then I'll be happy to show you the positions that I currently have in my account, the options that are, a few of them are expiring today. So if this is of interest to you, give me a quick thumbs up. And I'll show you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see all the likes coming in. That is awesome. So let me show you my account here. This is where we're at. So for the day, I'm up $687. This is a small account that I opened 2 weeks ago, mainly in order to trade with my mastermind members here to show them how to grow a small account. So I thought $25,000 account is reasonable. So right now, as you can see, the value of this account after 2 weeks of trading is $31,500. So a little bit over $6,000 here. That's a little bit over 20%, almost 25% up here. So not bad at all. I believe it is. Yeah, 25%, doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's take a look at this. The option that expires today is this Tesla option that you see here on the screen, the third one. This is actually a fun one. You see, it's only 75 bucks, but I put this trade on yesterday. So yesterday when I was trading with my mastermind, we put this on, and so if you can make 75 bucks in only 2 days, that's not bad at all. So here's another Tesla trade that expires on April 17th. It's the 350 put. So this right now is up $529 for the day, $317. There's Boeing. Boeing also nicely up today, $350. The only two positions that are up a little bit for the day, and this is really only for the day, is MGM and Delta Airlines. But as you can see, MGM overall unrealized profits $919, Delta Airlines $248. So I'm not losing any sleep if I'm losing here today a few dollars. As you can see, still up $706, and if you want later in the session, we can talk about the positions in more detail. Actually, let's do this now. Why not? So let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla, I have a 350 put and a 380 put. So this is here what I was looking for. I was betting that Tesla will stay above 350 or $380. And this was the trade that I put on. And yes, as you can see, it is doing it fairly well. I have a Boeing trade on, so that is the other one. The Boeing trade here, I'm betting that by next Friday, Boeing will stay above $100, and this seems to go really well. I have a Delta trade for Delta Airlines, and Delta Airlines, I want Delta to stay above $15, and as you can see, this is going really well right now. Delta is at $22. Let's see, what other trade? This was Disney. Disney above 80. So that is here another, there we go. So Disney, I want to make sure that Disney is staying above 80, and this is looking good thus far as well. So you see this, the 80 line, all good. All right, anyhow, let me come back to you here on full screen. So this is the trades that I've on, and I'll be happy to answer your questions a little bit later if you have any around these trades here. And what else? Okay, oh yeah, okay. So let's do this. You see the ticker here. If you have a question for me of what you would like me to cover here in the Coffee with Markus show, then go to askmarkus.com. And I'm having a coffee here. So askmarkus.com. Let me get rid of the ticker here. Although let's wait for just a second until you see it. When you go there, this is what you will see. So let me switch back here. Actually, I'm going to remove the ticker for a moment. I'm going to show you this. So when you go to askmarkus.com, you see that there's 185 questions already. So look through the questions and see if there's any of the questions that you also would like to have answered. And if that is the case, give it a thumbs up. You see on the right-hand corner, you can give it a thumbs up. So many of you said, hey, Markus, is there a tutorial for TradingView.com? I want to know how you added the indicators and signals. Thanks in advance. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Then probably on Monday, we're going to talk about leap options here. And you see there's a few questions around options. So we will do that next week. And then somebody would like to know, or 7 of you would like to know, could you please do a live demo on the PowerX optimizer? And I'll be happy to do that. So that's coming up next week. But today we will talk about TradingView.com. Who is interested in this? If you are, let me know or give me a quick thumbs up because then we'll get started, jump right in, and I will show you how exactly you can set up TradingView that it looks exactly like mine. So TradingView is free to use. There's a pro version of $14.95. We'll talk about it. Is it worth upgrading to the pro version? Do you need to upgrade to the pro version? So we will talk about all this here in a moment. All right. Is this making sense thus far? Are we doing good? All right. So glad to see you here on a Friday before we go into the weekend. So awesome. Good. So here's what I would like to do. Let me just come to you full screen for a moment, and let's get rid of this in the background for a very simple reason. What I would like to do right now is basically help Asia, my genius editor. I mean, how do you like Asia? She does a great job in editing these videos. So I want to give her an opportunity to cut out a little bit out of the video so that we have this TradingView setup ready for you, because I will do it in 8 simple steps. So you'll see. And if right now I'm going a little bit fast, no worries. All of this will be recorded. There will be a dedicated video, and I'm also planning to create a PDF file for you to print out and follow along with many of the screenshots. If you're interested in the PDF file, let me know, and I'll be happy to create this over the weekend, and then we'll have it beginning of next week. All right, good. So let's see if we can find this, the beginning here for us. Yeah, good. So in this video, I will show you step by step how to set up TradingView for the PowerX strategy. So let's get started. All right, so here's how to set up TradingView for the PowerX strategy in 8 simple steps. And I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see exactly how it is done. So first of all you need to do is go to tradingview.com. That is step number 1. Now, I recommend that you register for TradingView, even if you go for the free version, because this way you can get all the features that I'm showing you here in this video. You might even consider upgrading to the Pro version, and the Pro version is $14.95 per month. That is the version that I have, and I think it is well worth the price. So the first thing that you need to do is bring up tradingview.com and register for it. So let's already move on to step number 2 out of the 8 steps that I have for you. So step number 2, you want to click on full featured chart. You see this is right here. And when you click on full featured chart, this is what it comes up. So now, since I'm logged in, the charts that I use is coming up. So I want to show you what will come up for you, which will be a new chart layout. So when you bring it up for the very first time, this here is exactly what the chart will look like. So, all right, step number 3. You see, it's super easy. So step number 3, here's what I want to do. Delete the volume. You see the volume information here on the bottom. And I don't use volume. So in order to have a clean chart, I get rid of the volume because you see it's kind of in the way of the prices right here. So in order to do this, on the upper left-hand corner, you see volume, you click on X, and this is how it disappears. So now it is already much cleaner, and that's what I like to do. So this is how easy it is. So this was already step 3. So let's move on. Let's go to step number 4. This is where we want to add the indicators right now that I personally use in my trading. So the first indicator that I like to use is the RSI. Here's how you add indicators to TradingView. On the top here, you see an F. This is for function, right? You see Disney or the Dow, whatever you picked here, and then you see the F. That's what you want to click on, and then on the left, you look for RSI. This is the relative strength index, and you see it shows a built-in here. You just click on the relative strength index, and it appears right on the chart. So let's close this here. I want to disappear for just a moment, because here's what I want you to do next. Where you see the RSI 14, I want you to click on this little settings icon. And when you do, we have to adjust a few settings here. Let me come back to you that we can do this together. All right. So the first thing that you want to do is change the setting from 14 to 7, because I'm using a 7-day RSI. Now, under style, I like to change a few things. You see it is purple here right now. I like to actually change this to, I leave it in purple, but I make the line a little bit stronger. You see, it's a little bit easier for me to read this way. And the upper band, I'm setting to 100. And the lower band, I'm setting to 50. And the background, I like to set it to green. So I'm using green here with an opacity of 20. So here's what it does. When I click OK right now, see, this is what the RSI looks like right now. And as you know, the indicators that I like to use, RSI, I want to see that it is above 50 in order for me to get a sell signal. When it is below a buy signal, when it is below 50, it is a sell signal. So this is one of the 3 indicators that I like to use. The second indicator is the stochastic. So let's move on to step number 5, adding the stochastics. So very simple here again. You click on the F, you just type in here stochastics, you bring it up, and same deal as with the RSI. We want to configure it a little bit here. So let me disappear for just a moment that you see exactly how to do this. On the stochastics, you click on the settings symbol, which brings up the settings here. So let's go to the inputs first. I'm coming back to you on the screen. There we go. So the inputs we leave at 14, 3, and 3. And here's a few things that I do regarding the style. First of all, I don't need %K. I only need %D. So I get rid of %K. For the %D, I like to have this in red, actually. And the line strength, I like to have it in 3. So same here, upper band, I'm changing this to 100 and the lower band to 50. So upper band 100, lower band 50, very similar to the RSI. See, it's super easy. And the background, I personally prefer green with an opacity of 20. So exactly the same thing here, and hit OK. All right, so as you can see, we're getting close to what I usually have. See, the first two look already very, very similar. This is what we did here. These are my original settings. And here is what we did. There we go. Okay, so we're getting there. Let's move on to step number 6. Add the MACD. Very similar here again. You click on the F, and now we are looking for the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence. That's what we are looking for. And again, we adjust the settings here. So I'm going to disappear so that you see exactly how and where I do it. On MACD, I simply click on this little settings symbol right here. And this brings up the MACD, and I'm coming back to you on the screen that we can do this together. So here's what I like to do. I don't use the histogram. I get rid of the histogram here. The MACD, I personally prefer to have it purple, and a little bit thicker here. And the signal line, I like to have orange and also a little bit thicker. There we go. Precision, I leave on default, and that's pretty much it. So there you go. Now we have the 3 indicators. You see, they take up a lot of room here. And this is why right now I'm going, moving this here a little bit. There we go. So you can move these indicators around, make the panes a little bit smaller. See, for me, this is easier to see, so that you can arrange any way you want. Okay, so there you go. There you have the 3 indicators, and as you can see here are my original chart settings, and here is what we just did. So starts to look very, very similar. Well, not really, because here I'm looking at the Dow Jones. Let's change this to Disney as well, so that you see this looks very similar to this, doesn't it? All right. So is this helpful thus far? We will move on to step number 7 and 8. So we only have 2 steps left. But if this is helpful thus far, do me a favor, click on like, because this way I know which videos you like best, and I will make more of them. And if this is your first time that you're on this channel and you think, wow, this is pretty cool, make sure that you hit subscribe. And so hit the subscribe button and also the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I release a new video. Good, good, good. All right, so let's move on to step number 7. This is where you add the Rockwell PowerX bars. See, this is one of the things I like to color my bars red when I see that all the 3 indicators are giving me a sell signal, and I like to color them green whenever I see that all the 3 indicators are giving me a buy signal. So I have created a little library, and here's how you add the library. So this is step number 7. You click on the function here, and then you search for Rockwell. Okay, so when you do, you search for Rockwell, and it should come up under Rockwell Trading PowerX Bar Coloring. Again, this is not official, and we'll talk about this, what it means. You simply bring this up here, and when you do, you see right here, you have actually the bars in the right colors. Now, here's what I like to do, and this is where we go to step number 8 now, which is the final step. I want to make sure that I see the bars and not the line. So I right mouse click here, click on settings, and I decrease the setting for the line here to 1. And I also like to go here a little bit thicker for the bars. I do believe that I was able to do it. Oh, no. Here's how it works. I just need to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there you have it. These are the 8 steps, and here is a lifesaver. You want to save this template here. So you want to make sure that you're saving this template here. You rename it to whatever you want. You can rename this to Rockwell PowerX Strategy. Okay, you save it because this way you have it available under templates whenever you need it. See, you can then simply load the chart layout. So whenever you messed it up, you don't have to do all of this over. Okay, so let me come back to you because there's a few more important things that I want to mention. So this is everything that I described in the book, The PowerX Strategy, on TradingView here. Now, keep in mind, there's a huge difference between TradingView and the software that I personally use, PowerX Optimizer, because here's what it is. On TradingView right now, you see, okay, when you should enter and when you should exit, right? But this is where on PowerX Optimizer, it actually shows you exactly how this stock would have performed over the past year if you had applied this strategy to the stocks, if you had traded the stock according to the PowerX strategy for the past year. It is filtering out all the stocks that give you a new buy signal or a new sell signal, because here's what you want to do. You only want to take the first buy signal or the first sell signal. So don't enter into a trade when the trend is already gone. So there are some major differences. Please make sure this is just a quick setting so that you see very quickly, is it more likely to go up or is the stock more likely to go down? Anyhow, hope you find this helpful. If you did, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. And also make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit the little notification bell, because this way you get a new video, you get a notification whenever I release a new video. And right now I'm putting a few videos that you might find helpful right here on the screen. Simply click on any of the videos and hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you in the next video. Good. This is probably coming up here for... Well, this will be sufficient for Asia to edit it out. Anyhow, so has this been helpful? Again, I know that I went through it rather quickly, so this is why Asia will take the video, chop it up, and then we upload it probably tomorrow, right? So that you have it in 8 simple steps. And I'll create a PDF for you. I'll be happy to do that. All right. Let's see. Somebody says, I cannot find the Rockwell indicators. It seems that somebody says they had to search for PowerX. So do this. Search for PowerX instead of Rockwell indicators. I don't know how TradingView is doing it, but when you do PowerX, it should come up. Okay. Yeah, Lorena just says it. Search for PowerX. Thanks, Lorena. Really appreciate it. Okay. Good. So Tom says the free version only lets you 3 indicators at a time. Adding in the colored bars. Okay. I didn't know because I have the pro version. Again, it's $14.95 a month. I believe it's very reasonable. So it doesn't do what the PowerX Optimizer does, but it's a quick thing. And you see, maybe you don't need all the 3 indicators. Maybe you just need 1 or 2, and you use this. However you want to do it. Anyhow. Good stuff. Okay. So let's see. There are a few other questions. Yes, the MACD settings are exactly 12, 26, and 9. Nothing else to do. So Bruno's asking, Markus, using these 3 indicators, is it good to buy and sell the stock in the same day? You see, I trade these on daily charts. I don't trade them on intraday charts. And you see, when you have daily charts, usually you hold the position for a few days. The way how I personally like to trade, I'm holding a position 5 to 20 days. Anyhow. Good. Bonnie said, I skipped the MACD inputs. These are the standard settings. Sorry about this. It's 12, 26, and 9. You don't have to adjust anything there. It's the default that comes up here. Okay, so Yvette is asking, do you set it for year to date or 1 month? So let me jump back here to the chart. Usually what I like to do here, what is it? I go to daily chart. See, I go to a daily chart right here, and then you can just zoom in or out to whatever you want to do. Make sure that you're on full feature chart. If you're not on full feature chart, oh, you mean this here at the bottom? Yeah, you see, this is where you can probably do some stuff. I don't know. I like to zoom in and out. So it seems that I like to have it at year to date. But you see, that's what I constantly do. I zoom in and out. So it doesn't really matter for me. When you scroll down, you can zoom out or you can zoom in. You can move to the right. You can move to the left. So it's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool. All right, so let me come back to you on the screen. Ali is asking, what is the percent K and percent D difference? It's slow stochastics and fast stochastics, and I use the percent D. That's all I use, so I don't use the percent K. All right, good. How long should the charts be looked for, 1 or 5 days? I would just use year to date, probably. I mean, you have seen it. I like to use daily charts here. Bernard is asking, is volume not important? Not to me. It's not important to me. I'm not using volume in my trading decisions at all, and therefore I like to keep my charts clean. I mean, after all, I'm German, right? So everything that I don't need, I'll kick it out. And I don't need volume. I don't use it to make my trading decisions. If you use volume to make your trading decisions, leave it in. But for me, I don't need it. Said is asking, is there any app for this? Yes, it's actually pretty cool. You can have a TradingView app on your phone. So let me show you. Here it is, right? That is a TradingView app, and you can have the charts on your phone. See, pretty cool actually. You see the charts on your phone. So you do have an app, and you just need to log in with your username and password. Good. All right. So Jeff says, yes, the PDF. I will use all of this information that I just gave you, put into a PDF, probably over the weekend. Hey, since we're all quarantined to the house, might as well do something useful, right? So I will work on this, and then I'll let you know how you can get your hands on the PDF. I'll let you know on Monday in Coffee with Markus. I probably put it in the description of this video here. If I forget it, there's probably a way somewhere on my website where you can download it here. Okay, good. All right, I see a bunch of yes for the PDF files. Ken, good to see you. Thanks for the tip on Wall Street breakfast. Got my first one this morning. Very informative and easy to read. That's what I think. I mean, I think it's great. We talked about it in yesterday's Coffee with Markus. So if you missed yesterday's episode, yesterday I talked about my morning routine. I talked about the newsletter that I read. So if you have missed it, just look for day 29, because yesterday was day 29. So Google stock market crash day 29 or something like this in YouTube, and it'll come up. It'll show you my morning routine here. All right. So Charles is asking, given the volatility and frightening news of this pandemic, are you concerned with any of the naked puts if they gap down badly over the weekend? No, because I'm absolutely... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to have you disappear. I'm absolutely fine owning these stocks at those prices. And then I can sell calls against it, or I can hold them long term. So if I get assigned, I will let you know how exactly I'll deal with it. Good questions here. Good questions. Okay. Good. Vladimir is asking, I missed how you save the output. Can you show this again? I will be happy to show it to you again. All you need to do is on the upper right-hand corner right here next to publish. This is where you can save the template here. See, it says save now. It's on the left-hand side of publish. But yeah, good question. Can you set notifications in TradingView? Yes, you can. You can very easily. Not a problem at all. Okay. Good. So John is asking if I prefer bars to candles. I do. Candles for me are confusing. There are so many candlestick patterns, right? I mean, I never know which ones to use. So, but hey, personal preference. Super easy, by the way. If you would like to switch from bars to candles, See, all you need to do, I believe it is here. See where you can move to candles, and then you have candles. So super easy, not a big deal. But since I'm using bars, this is what it looks like for me. I believe I need to have the area on, something like this. Okay, but great question. Good, good, good. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see this, but it got a little bit darker because outside there's a horrible thunderstorm here for me. So I hope that we can stay live here, because often what happens here in Texas when you have thunderstorms, oh my gosh, the internet is going out. So cross your fingers that we can stay live here for a few more minutes. Good, good, good. My wife walks around saying, good, good, good. Yeah, it's one of the things that I do, right? Is that annoying? Well, tell your wife have a coffee with us. And always keep in mind, trade what you see, not what you think, right? Okay. Good, good. I keep saying this. All right, I need to find something else. I need to find something else. Vijay is asking, is the TradingView app on the phone free? Yes, it is. You need to log in with the username and password. So if you have the pro version on the desktop on the computer, you'll have the pro version on the app. The app is free. Okay, so how do you search for what stocks to trade? Well, this is where I have a scanner. I'll be happy to quickly show you how I do this. And then we can do a more in-depth view at this next week. So here's what I like to do. I have my software, the PowerX Optimizer. And I would like to see, okay, show me all the stocks that if I had traded these stocks over the past year using this strategy, the PowerX strategy, that gave me at least 60% ROI, meaning on a $10,000 account that I would have made at least $6,000. Of a price between $5 and $250, a profit factor that is higher than 3, and a risk-reward ratio that's higher than 2. I want to see that I had at least 12 trades over the past year, meaning at least 1 trade per month, and that the winning percentage is at least 40%. See, this is the scanner that I've built, which right now runs on yesterday's data, but I'll show you how exactly this works. So I'm going through the scanner here. And this is where it comes up with the stocks to trade for today. So this is where we have IMMR. See, this is what the difference is between TradingView and the software that I personally use. It shows me all the trades on the chart. It shows me exactly when to buy. You see it here in the upper right-hand corner. It shows me exactly when to trade profits. I'm making this a little bit bigger so that it's easier for you to see. It shows me exactly how many stocks to trade. It shows me when to bail on this trade if it does not work out. And then it gives me vital statistics that I need for my trading. So I want to know if I had traded this stock according to the PowerX strategy over the past year, how much money would I have made on a $10,000 account? I've normalized it to a $10,000 account. So this would be 66%, so $6,000. I had 12 winning trades, 8 losing trades. So this means a winning percentage of 60%. Profit factor is 3.05, meaning for every dollar that I lost, I made $3.05. It shows me my average win, my average loss, how long the trade was on average, and the longest trade that I had. And you see, based on this information, I then get anywhere between 2 to 8 stocks per trade to trade per day. And these are the 5 ones that came up here today. So IMMR, NVRO, POL, VG, Vonage Holding, and VST. Anyhow, I will give you a more detailed walkthrough next week because this is what some of you requested. Again, just go to askmarkus.com, and when you go to askmarkus.com, you see all the questions that you or maybe somebody else asked. Look for the questions if there's anything that looks interesting to you. If it is, just click on the thumbs up, because then I see what has the most thumbs up, and I will cover this in this Coffee with Markus. So we covered this today. Is there a tutorial for TradingView.com? So I'm going to mark this as completed. And then next week, there you go. There's a few of you who would like to see a live demo of the PowerX optimizer. I'll be happy to do this. And then, of course, we will talk more about options. All right. Is this helpful thus far? If it is, and you haven't, give me a thumbs up yet. So for those of you who have given me a thumbs up, thank you very much. And if you haven't done it, do this. And if this is your first time here and you're enjoying this show, click on subscribe and hit the little notification bell, because this way you get notified whenever I go live or release another video. All right, let's see. There is probably a few other things. Andrew said, it's sunny here in Detroit. Good for you. Lorena says, that's maybe why you're freezing every now and then. Could be. I mean, it looks really, really nasty outside. I'm looking right outside the window. I look over the lake. I live at the lake. I'm overlooking the pool. Look at the lake, and oh boy, it looks nasty. Okay. Good. Let's see. What else do we have? Benjamin is asking, is TradingView preferred over NinjaTrader? You see, NinjaTrader, I personally found it pretty expensive. I think that NinjaTrader is great if you're day trading futures. If you like to look at stocks, I think that TradingView is a great alternative because it's fairly inexpensive. Most of it is free. And if you sign up for the Pro version, it's $14.95. Jeff said, I see Wall Street Breakfast on Spotify. That is correct. They do have a podcast. If you prefer that somebody's reading it to you instead of reading it yourself, you can do it. See, in the mornings, for me personally, I read it before I get up. And I'm the kind of guy, don't talk to me before I have my first coffee, right? So this, and I mean, when I say don't talk to me, I mean not even a video or a podcast. I need to have a coffee first. I prefer to read. I like it quiet until I'm waking up. Anyhow, so yes, it is on Spotify. You can do this as well. How about Benito saying, and Bob's your uncle, or cool beans? Cool beans. I know that somebody is saying it already, so I think cool beans. Okay. All right. I might have cut out. I'm sorry about this. Everything here is being recorded, however, so we will upload it if for whatever reason the video is choppy. And, you know, right now, since everybody is working from home, the internet is under an enormous stress. So it can be me. It can be just the internet in general, because we're still under quarantine. And oh boy, it has been, how many days thus far? I mean, the crash has been going on for 30 days. That's probably how long we have been in quarantine. At least it feels like this. Yes. Okay. DeBlaze says, I'm back now. That's good. So Andrew Martin, how much lower do you think the bear will move? I believe, let me go back to the charts here. Let me just show you. So this is just purely an opinion. Let's go back to the Dow. So I believe it is possible that we go back to 19,000, somewhere between 19 and 20,000. If you take out the 19,000, if we go below 19,000, I believe that we could take out the lows of 18,000. But you see, right now, especially this week, traders were kind of cool, considering that yesterday we had another record unemployment number. I mean, think about it. In 2008, I believe, or maybe it was during the Great Depression, can't remember, one of these two, the record that we have in terms of unemployment claims for 1 week was 600,000 or 800,000. Last week, it was 6 million. I mean, we are off the charts right now. So this is a crash like nothing before. As you know, the whole world is shutting down because of this nasty virus. So this has global implications. And usually the financial crisis or the Great Depression, it's mainly then in the United States. But right now we are looking at a global crisis. So we will see how we get out of there. Caleb is asking, I wish there were a 2 thumbs up click. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So Brian is asking about another charting software, TC2000. I believe it's from Warden Brothers. Not familiar with that. Not familiar with the TC2000. So, I mean, If it is free, if it does all this, it's great. All right, let's see. We have a few more minutes. So yeah, everybody's talking about the new job claims here. Oh, look at this. Debbie says, thanks for the tip on increasing the credit card limits yesterday. I was able to increase one card from 18,000 to 30,000 immediately. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. I mean, right now, since banks and credit cards are more lenient when it comes to increasing credit lines, if you want to improve your credit score, I know that Claire Johnson here mentioned it yesterday as well, applied for a new credit card and his credit score went up pretty much instantly. So probably the same here for Debbie. I mean, if you go from 18,000 to 30,000, you have more available credit. What does this do to your credit score? Helps it to go up. So I love it when this what I'm mentioning here is helpful for you, and I love it when you're taking action. So this is fantastic. So good to know. All right. Let's see. What else? Claire's asking, I bought the $14.94 version, but it has ROPS indicators on it, so it can't read arc welds. You should be able to. So here's, let me show you how you do it. So Claire and everybody else, if you already have some layouts with other charts that maybe you have set up or somebody else, let me just quickly show you how you do it. The easiest way is if you just click here and say new chart layout. You see where you saved it. Just say new chart layout, because this way you can start from scratch. And you see this is exactly what we did here in this video where we walked through the 8 steps. Then you can start from the beginning here. So just go to new chart layout. You do it right here, new chart layout, and then you can start from scratch. All right. Fantastic. Gosh, or Guy, not quite sure how to pronounce, says TC2000 is awesome. Does cost dollars? Probably. Right? I don't know. Never used them. I like to use TradingView. That's what you have seen. All right. It's so good. Gary says, say fun, fun, fun instead of good, good, good. I'll find something. I'll find something. Okay, anyhow. Hey, I hope that you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them for you, as I enjoy hanging out for you. Today is Friday, so this weekend, as promised, I'll work on the PDF for you. Maybe I'll do it as PDF, maybe as a blog post, but something easy for you that you can print out and then just follow these steps all along. I'll also make sure that Asia takes the middle part of this here, converts it to a new video, and this will probably, we will name it like TradingView Setup or something like this. So you can you search this, YouTube this. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, follow the social distancing guidelines. It makes so much sense. I mean, I just heard the other day, just very quick story. I'm in Austin, right? And in Austin, some spring breakers decided that they wanted to go to a spring break in Mexico. So even though everybody says, hey, social distancing, it's a bad idea, this is what happened, I think, a little bit over a week ago. They got back and they were all sick. They all got infected. And this is where I say, really? I mean, guys, I know it's not nice that we are all stuck at home right now. I know that this is where we go stir crazy. I mean, trust me, I love to travel. I don't like being confined in the house, but this is the smart thing to do right now. So yes, it kind of sucks, but it can get much worse if we don't follow the social distancing guideline. As we have just seen, I mean, you can Google this, Austin spring breakers. Went to Mexico on a plane and pretty much all of them got the virus. Anyhow, stay safe, stay healthy. I hope that you and your family are well, and I'll see you again on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Okay, bye-bye.